Spencer Lazara, MMAinterviews.tv, alongside a legend and a friend, a great man, Mr. Bas Rutten. Always a pleasure to see you, sir. Having a fun night here. We're out for the Glory kickboxing fights. You enjoying yourself?
I really do. You know, I have to really say that I'm super amazed with the talent that they have here. I'm rooting for Eddie Showtime. That guy's phenomenal, man. I saw him, and he won his first fight on decision, but then he knocked the other guy out. I think we're going to hear a lot from this guy.
Yeah, he's got definitely a big overhand right hand. I'm sure that's what he's going to try to use here in the final. Casey Green, though, guy that trains up with your gym a lot, came and performed very well tonight. Must have been happy with his performance. I, like you, I think, thought he won.
I thought he won too. Casey's a mixed martial artist, a really good one. You know, if he puts his head together, he really going to be up with the main big guys because he's really that good. He just did Thai boxing for fun. And I truly believe he won, but what happened was his opponent threw him every time, and then at the end of round number 2, they said that throwing was illegal. And when you have judges like Jean LaBelle here, who like throwing because it's judo Jean LaBelle, I think they kind of counted the throws, didn't realize it was illegal, and that's why he won.
And talk about, I know you've had a little bit of health issues recently. You went to a surgery and have another one on the horizon. Talk to us about what's going on there.
You know, I'm doing great. I had a really good surgeon in my hometown. Just a little cut here. You know, my range of motion. I mean, I could do the same before I had the surgery, and it's a 3-disc fusion. So normally you would think that it really will stop your range of motion, but it doesn't. And it was crazy. After a week and a half, I felt like it never happened. And I stopped wearing the brace, which I shouldn't. He told me to wear it a month, but I wear it at night just to make sure.
And I saw you posted something about a road rage situation too. Were you in the brace at the time?
No, I wasn't. He was just very dumb. His rage was more towards another guy in front of me, and I think he tried to mess with him. And then when I came by, he flipped me off, and I look at him, I go, and that's what I always do. When people flip me off, I go like this. And then they get really angry. That's why I do it. So he goes, "Get out of the car, man. You want to get it on?" And I go, "Oh, okay." So I stopped my car, got out, and he saw me getting out, and I saw him going, and he stayed in the car, and he tried to come up with all these excuses. I said, "Dude, you were wrong. I was right. Why would you flip me off? Just go. Just go. Do not do anything." And he went.
Pretty awesome situation to get out, have a guy like this staring at you. We'll talk about UFC 156. I want your thoughts on Overeem versus Bigfoot.
Well, I said it on Inside MMA, and everybody, you know, when I say somebody has a glass jaw, I don't say it because I don't like him. I will never say something because I don't like the guy, because if I'm wrong, it's going to make me look like a dumbass, and I don't want to be a dumbass, so I would never do that. But between 2005 and 2007, the whole world was saying that he had a glass jaw. I didn't forget that. And Golden Glory, they changed his weight. He became a heavyweight, and then he started fighting with always one hand at the jaw. He would never throw a combination. Go through all his fights, he would never throw a combination. He would go through the K1, win the K1, but he would never leave his jaw. And now he gets into this fight, and I think that his sparring partners were not up to par like they are in Holland, because it's Gokhan Saki, he will beat him up, you know, when training. And when you don't have a guy who beats you up, you don't stay on your toes. And you start getting relaxed, and you go, "Hey, wait a minute, I can throw combinations." And I think he forgot that, and it puts him back in place. And listen, man, he got knocked out a lot of times, but he came back from that. So I always say, if he can do it once, he can probably do it again. So if he just finds his right sparring partners, he's going to be okay.
To hear Bas Rutten talk about Dan Henderson versus Lyoto Machida and Ronda Rousey versus Liz Carmouche, go to MMAinterviews.tv.